Joining us, we continue our top 10 moments, sports moments of 2020. Joy?
All right, Colin, number 5 is Dak Prescott and the Cowboys failing to reach a long-term contract extension and plays on the franchise tag before getting injured in Week 5.
Probably one of the more heartbreaking moments in sports in recent memory. A truly beloved figure, Dak could have signed a lucrative deal. Decided to roll the dice, bet on himself to have a great year. And he was off to a great year. He had 3 games with 400-plus passing yards in the first month of the year. Then the injury is a setback. He will be back next year. And the Cowboy owner, Jerry Jones, does say he will be offered, again, for the second time, a long-term contract.
Definitely a beloved figure in Dallas, for sure. Number 4. The Los Angeles Dodgers and newly acquired star Mookie Betts end the Dodgers' 32-year World Series drought.
This was interesting because, Joy, this was not like a Cubs story. The Dodgers had won their division for 7 straight years.
Yes.
But had mostly tormented their fans by underachieving in the postseason. They had been reluctant to spend big money on free agents. Zach Greinke left, Manny Machado, Bryce Harper. They finally went all in on former Red Sox Mookie Betts, and what an investment it was. The most athletic baseball player, arguably. He added juice, he added energy, and Clayton Kershaw, 13 seasons in, gets his first World Series title as they beat the talented but inexperienced Rays in 6 games. Great World Series to watch.
It was. Had to feel great for Clayton Kershaw. So number 3. After 20 seasons in New England, Tom Brady heads south to join the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
We broke this story, actually. Tom Brady signed a 2-year contract, $50 million, below market average for a quarterback with the Bucs. What was surprising about it, a lot of us had thought about retirement. There had been thoughts about New York teams. There had been thoughts about Tom Brady heading west. There was even, in the closing days, thoughts about Miami, his supermodel wife, Gisele Bündchen. But instead, it was sleepy Tampa, which Brady saw as a team with a veteran head coach, star wide receiver weapons, and sort of, I would say, culturally, the opposite of New England. Loose, fun, no biscuit without the risk it. Bruce Arians as a head coach. So far, I think if you're honest, Brady is on pace to set the Tampa Bay record in passer rating and touchdown passes. They have been inconsistent and do lack sort of an offensive identity week to week. But by and large, I think, Joy, it's been about what we expected. Good, not great so far.
I think it's been a success. None of us really thought this was even an option until it happened. And then the moment that you broke the news, it was like, yeah, that kind of makes sense, actually. It kind of fits. This is everything that he didn't have in New England. And, lots of legends don't finish off their career where they played for the longest time or where they were drafted. So looking forward to see how they finish the season. But I think it's been a success so far.
And by the way, most legends like Brett Favre, Joe Montana, or Peyton Manning do leave, generally have at least some level of success with the next team or teams they play for.
All right, number 2, LeBron James and Anthony Davis dominate the NBA playoffs as the Lakers win the Larry O'Brien Trophy.
Well, it's the top most glamorous franchise in the NBA, but it was their first championship since 2010. Both Joy and I think, were surprised by the chemistry of LeBron and AD almost instantly, because LeBron and D Wade were really close friends, but it took 2 to 3 months for it to feel right. These guys worked, their games worked almost instantly. And where the bubble unraveled many veteran teams because they have families, they're married, many complained, it just didn't feel right. LeBron, his stewardship, his leadership, this was the one veteran team that actually appeared to play better the longer they were in the bubble. LeBron and AD's chemistry, 17 years, 4 championships, 4 MVPs, and though he may be gradually declining, it is barely noticeable, and in fact wasn't in the finals.
I thought this was the most impressive championship of all. I mean, the bubble was really hard on a lot of guys, even young guys. It was unprecedented and something that you never signed up for as an NBA player. So I hate that it had to be against my Heat, but it was a really fun.
Somebody had to lose. Somebody was in LeBron's way.
I'll take it. Finally, number 1, Patrick Mahomes cements his spot as the best quarterback in the NFL as the Chiefs end a 50-year Super Bowl drought, giving Andy Reid his first Lombardi trophy.
So many things to love about Mahomes. His talent, his likability, they're based right in the middle of the country. This is what makes the National Football League the most popular sport in America. He's the youngest player at 24 in NFL history to win a regular season MVP and a Super Bowl MVP. Mahomes is a transformational talent. The best arm. His dad was a Major League Baseball player. The Chiefs scored 30-plus points in all 5 of his playoff games. And what was truly unique is that they had the ability to fall behind by multiple touchdowns in games. So there's a dramatic flair to the way they play. Sometimes leagues get lucky, and there's a Michael Jordan feel. The talent, the likability in the heart of the country. There is a really long runway for Mahomes and the Chiefs going ahead.
What a Super Bowl week on Fox it was in Miami, and this was just an incredible game. Felt great for Kansas City to get that win, and Andy Reid, who everyone in the league loves.
Joy, great point. There's a lot of teams that are easier to root for. There was no villain for this championship. Right. Andy Reid was a beloved figure, and it was hard not to feel a sense of genuine admiration for Andy, one of the most likable and relatable guys in the NFL. Finally, after years of winning division titles, he finally got the trophy. So here we go. From Patrick Mahomes' contract, Giannis' domination, Joe Burrow's big year, Zion's debut, Cam Newton shocked us with a signing for the Patriots, Dak's gutting injury, the Dodgers finally reward their Southern California fan base, Brady to Tampa, LeBron continues winning now with a 3rd franchise, and number 1, our biggest storyline of 2020, Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes, and what appears to be potentially the beginning of the next great NFL dynasty. When we come back, Chris Broussard breaks down the NBA season going forward. The Stars are healthy, and they're back.